It's lovely and peaceful out here. All you can hear is bird song and a little bit of wind in the trees. And now we're going to completely trash that because release the mad dogs. Right, hello once again, YouTube Andy with you with another little video. So today we are coming to you live from Webb's Wood, which is not far from the royal town of Wootton Bassett. Have been here before, a few months ago now. Had a nice experience. I think we saw some deer in the wood back then, so hopefully we might see something similar today, but with an added attraction that there are wallabies. Yes, you heard me right, wallabies in this wood somewhere. It's quite a large wood, mind. I think the chances of finding them are probably quite slim, but still we shall give it a go. Try and find some happy jumpers, you never know. Anyway, so it's a lovely wood, so I'm going to go for a nice little walk with my dogs, and then we're going to get the drone up, and then we're going to have a nice slow glide through the woods to see what we can see. There we go, so stay tuned people, good stuff to come if this is not good already. Okay, right, so we're filming. We're going to take you off. Make sure the gimbal's working okay, that seems to be fine. That's good. Okay, right, so this is our first flight around Webb's Wood. Not far from Brinkworth, that way, Wootton Bassett that way. Nice forest here, wallabies here apparently, wallabies, yes you heard me right. Let's see if we can go and find some, shall we? Right, just going to take you low and slow, see what we can see, shooting on 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is fine for what I do. Whoops, and we'll have a nice fly around and see what there is, I guess. Right, so this is a bit of a tricky place to fly around. There's lots of low-hanging branches here. I've got to be really on my game today. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, okay? I'm just going to do something with my white balance. Just knock it up a little bit. Just gives me more of a sporting chance to see twigs coming up. Lots of little twigs around here, as you can see. I've just bloody hit one. Great. Okay, so we just had a very slight coming down, literally just over there. It's really tough around here, and the problem I've got now is I've lost the prop guard, and it's on the front as well, which is the worst place you can probably lose one. The only way I'm going to be able to carry on my flights is to fly either with 3 on, or just take the whole lot of them off and just carry on without them, and I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, literally got 50 yards and I came down, had a crash. I've lost the prop guard, so I just got to fly around without the prop guards on. This is going to be even tougher now than it was, but we'll just see how we get on with it. It's pretty rugged and wild out there, guys. This is going to be quite tough. So I've really got to be on the flying metal today, not to bring it down. I don't really want to be walking all across this rubbish down below to go and pick my drone up, because You know, there's just a lot of bracken out there, a lot of just rubbish you got to walk over basically to pick your drone up. Anyway, so here we are in Webbswood. We'll have a fly around, see what we can see. You might see something interesting. I was out here a few weeks ago, probably a few months ago now actually, and I did see some deer. So we might be lucky again to see some more. It's just nice to be out here really, and to be part of this kind of landscape. Whoops, careful. It really is a lovely place to be. I do like the woods, as I keep saying. Yeah, you just never know what you might see. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to fly by the skin of our teeth then, without my prop guards on. This is going to be a bigger test than it would normally be, but I'm kind of up for it. We just see what there is really. It's a very rough terrain around here, so I've got to be ultra careful. Anyway, big thanks to those people watching my last video. Thanks to those who commented. Not sure where Terry, my Campfire, my friend is. He normally comments on my videos, and I do get a bit concerned when my regular kind of contributors to the comment section don't say anything, so I hope that Terry's okay. I don't think he's a young man. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's out on one of his hikes. He does a lot of hiking, I think, and a lot of camping. Yeah, so yeah, he's a really nice guy, is Terry. Okay. Anyway, for those newcomers to my channel, yeah, this is a bit crazy, isn't it, eh? Flying by the seat of your pants, slow and slow through a forest floor. It's just a hobby which I've come by, and I really like doing it. As you're out really close to nature, and you're never sure what you might see. Yes, you might find something kind of interesting. It does take a lot of skill to keep this thing in a straight line and airborne, but it really does sharpen up my drone flying ability, let's say. Yes, it's good fun. I do enjoy this. Nice little pastime. Is actually a great way to see the woods in a different from a different perspective, because you wouldn't normally go treading through these parts. No, you wouldn't normally. People just normally stick to the paths, but when you get over to places like this, which is almost inaccessible to people, you see the forest, you know, in a different light, as it were. And I really love it. I just really like it. I like flying my drone. I like being out here. I love the fresh air. I love the sense of freedom it gives me, the separation from life for a while, because life, you know, is not easy for a lot of people. It's really quite tough, you know, and I've been going through a few tough things recently. There we go. You know, with the loss of my 20-year business, it's been hard. It really has been hard, and this just kind of gets me out in the fresh air. It's kind of a form of exercise in a sense, you know. Anyway, let's take you over past me, I think, over in that direction. We just head towards that gap. That's what we'll do. We'll go and have a little look over this side of the wood. It's quite a big wood, this one. If I was to kind of like do like a reconnaissance thing, it would take me probably 10 or 15 trips. I mean, I don't know. I don't tend to fly the drone too far away from myself. Obviously, I've got to keep it within sight. That's the new kind of rules which you've got to abide by. A bit difficult sometimes, especially when you're flying behind trees. I'm not sure. So if my drone's 10 feet away and I fly behind a tree or something, does that become illegal? Because apparently you've got to have the drone in your sight all the time. I'm just wondering, that's all. Looks like there's a big fallen down tree over there. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Yeah, had quite a lot of storms this year in the UK. Just go underneath that, shall we? Yeah, look at that. Whoa. Bit of a daredevil. Big fallen down tree there. I think it's a Scotch pine, perhaps. Let's have a... That'll tell me. Is it? I don't know what tree that is. Perhaps some of you can tell me what tree that is. Perhaps it was a pine tree of some description. There's a few around here. Right, see what sort of a crater it's left, shall we? Yeah, it's a bit of a crater there. Yeah. Big old tree, mind. Big old tree. Look at that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Right, moving on. It's very sad when a tree comes down. They're kind of living things, aren't they? Now, looking at the landscape, okay, this is what Britain, probably most of the world, was like once upon a time, before people came and chopped the forests down and made their towns and their cities and their big conurbations. This is what it would have been like. Very similar to this, very rugged, very wild. Yeah, interesting landscape, really. Anyway, guys, stick it on the big screen. I should have said that, shouldn't I, before kind of taking off, really. You can see a bit more when you're on the old big screen, and if you do see something out there moving around, a wallaby or a deer or whatever, fox or whatever else, just let me know, because I'm not always going to see it straight away, especially on my little iPhone, which I'm using right now to another down tree there. I'm using my little iPhone right now to navigate around the forest floor. If you do see something, just let me know and put a comment in the comment section down below. Much appreciated. Yeah, okay. So, there's another tree, another snapped tree, that one's been snapped. Yeah. Anyway. Right, another tree. There's a lot of trees come down here. Goodness me. Whoops, don't go sideways. You can't see. Oh, I think I've already seen that tree, haven't I? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, anyway, so on my last video, sorry, once again I got a bit political, didn't I? I do tend to get a bit like that from time to time. It's, you know, you can't really dodge the news unless you have a complete separation altogether from society or from media, whatever else, but it's in your face all the time. And I've got one eye on what's going on over, you know, in the Middle East, pretty much. The latest thing is that Israel have another down tree. Israel have retaliated. I think they sent some drones or something over to Iran, and they've done some bombing there. I don't know the actual consequences of that. This has got to be nipped in the bud. This is kind of like tit for tat right now, and it's got to be nipped in the bud, because if it escalates and escalates, America will come to the aid of Israel, and then Russia will come to the aid of Iran, and so will Turkey probably, and then China gets dragged into it, we get dragged into it, and you know, before you know it, like, you know, the big heavy stuff is being rolled out, being used. You know, I think it's a bit foolhardy in a sense of Iran kind of launching an attack. I mean, they were very kind of good about it, if you can call it anything good about it. They did warn, the Israelis that, this is what we're going to do, so expect retaliation, and they told them what they were going to do, pretty much. But it has exposed several flaws in the Iron Dome kind of protective system which Israel have got, simply just by overwhelming it with lots of rockets and drones or whatever else. Has I see a challenge here, guys. Just bear with me. I'm just going to fly underneath there we go. Alright, okay. Right, my screen's got a bit funny for some reason. Not sure why that would be. Anyway, there's a bit of water down there, which makes this challenge a bit more intriguing. Okay. Right, so I'm just looking around at this. Okay. Not sure whether I can actually fly through that. I might give it a go. I'm just going to see what's down below me first, because if I get this wrong, my drone could end up in the drink. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. There are some little twiglets there, so I've got to be a bit careful here. I went through the gap. There we go. A bit of a challenge there. I think that's one of my toughest challenges I think I've ever done, actually. Flown through that gap there. Yeah, a bit of a challenge. He did it though, didn't he? He did it. Yeah. I don't think I want to do it again, actually. No, I'm gonna back out of that one. I've done it once. I don't need to prove myself again. That would be stupid to do so. Yeah, so talking about Iran kind of bombing Israel, I think that's a bit foolhardy. You don't really want to be doing that when if you go bombing a nation which has got nuclear weapons, then I think that's a bit suicidal. Okay, it's a bit irresponsible for it's very irresponsible for the population of your country, because you're putting everyone in jeopardy. Why can't the government just say, look, we've got issues, there's differences of opinion, but no, they want to just kind of like just get one over each other all the time. This is just going to go on and on and on. We'd be here in 100 years' time. It will be the same if nobody's pressed the button or something. In 1,000 years, nothing's going to change. Nothing will change, because we're just going to carry on in the same old vein. You just got to read the stories of the Bible if you believe that sort of thing. Okay, right, we're on 22%. I think I'll bring this thing back, because I'm pretty much just over there somewhere. Hang on a second, there we go. I'll just bring you back. I think I'll put a new battery in it, and I think that we'll probably fly again. I think we fly again. We go for round 2. There we go. It just started beeping now, so that was good timing, wasn't it? Anyway, there we go. New battery, and then we're going to go around a different part of the wood. I think I'll move from here and go perhaps a quarter of a mile further over, and we'll pick it up there. Okay. Right, flight number 2 then, Webbswood. Last flight was really good, actually. No prop guards on either, so I've got to be really, really careful not to crash this thing. Anyway, different part of the wood now. I think we're going to take off in that direction over there. Just see what we can see. You never know, you might find something interesting. Big screen again, guys. Let's have a float around, shall we? Let's see the wonderments of nature. See what there is in this wood. Right, not seeing anything yet jumping around which look like deer. They are in here somewhere. I have seen them before. Oh, it's just starting to rain. Oh, wonderful. Not sure if this was forecast, but still it's coming down a little bit. Oops, Daisy. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, the world situation, not great, is it? Not good at all. Not an awful lot of good news. I'm sure there are some good news stories out somewhere. I'm trying to bring you some by flying my drone around this lovely little wood. But it really is not, I mean, it's not a great world scene at the moment, is it? Right, let's have a little fly over here and see what there is. Okay, lots of trees on the ground. My goodness me. I think a typhoon has come through here or something. There's a lot of devastation down there, isn't there? Anyway, yeah, so things a bit closer to home then. My job situation, nothing's changed yet. Still looking for one. Yeah, things aren't particularly that great at the moment regarding my work situation. I've basically given up with the whole taxi thing now. That's not a thing anymore, unfortunately. And it was good when it was going. It was okay. Just made a slight error, let's say. I forgot to renew my license, and now I've completely lost my my whole 20-year business. Oh, there's some dogs in the wood. If you're hearing us squealing in the background, there are some dogs around here somewhere. Very excitable dogs. That's not my dogs, by the way. Yeah, so this is kind of, it's not a private wood, this is kind of open to the public. Webb's Wood. That dog's doing, I don't know if you can hear that at all, but it's doing its nut. Ah, dear, listen to them dogs, eh? God, goodness me. Oh, hang on. Right, okay. Oh, some bluebells down there. Yeah. Okay, right. The dogs have settled down now. There was a load of barking just now in the wood. There's a couple little Jack Russells. I passed them about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes ago. And my dog's just like this, you know, looked at them and thought, well, what's up with you? What's your problem? Then he just kind of walked on. Anyway, so yeah, lovely wood, this one. Just gliding through the woods, so just sit back and enjoy the scenery of Webb's Wood. You just never know what you might see in the woods. Hopefully we won't see the ground. That's the idea anyway. Morning. Okay. Bit of excitement. No, I tend to go to woods where there's not many people. This is a fairly quiet wood, this one, especially on a Friday morning. Not an awful lot going on, thankfully. Okay. Okay. Right, we're down to 54%. I get a lot more fly time without the prop guards on. Oops, excuse me. I'm getting bitten by a load of bugs around here at the moment. So I'll bring this thing back, I think, because we've been in the air for quite a while now. And we've done quite well. Yeah, that's what we do, I think. Okay. So a nice flight back. And we'll land this thing. I think that'll be my drone fix for today. Yeah, it's been okay. It's been a good experience out here, actually. It's been enjoyable. And it's just starting to rain again, so it's probably a good timing to bring this thing back, I think. Yeah. Right, that would not be a good place to drop it. To crash your drone, because there's a load of brambles down there, and if it's in the middle of that lot, then that would be a bit of a challenge to get it back. Right, you can just see the rain coming down now, so we're going to bring this thing back, I think. There we go. Okay, right, there we go. Nice little fly in the woods there. So that was fun. It's starting to rain now, so it's probably best that I end it here, I think. The flying part anyway, so that was 10 more minutes flying, down to 46%. And we've got no prop guards on either, and everything was fine. Whoops. Just seems that it seems to fly better without the prop guards, so it might be something to do as we're kind of going forward with this. Anyway, there you go. Right, okay. Right, so yeah, that was okay. Nice couple of flights there, enjoyed that. No damage to the drone, didn't sustain a mark actually. Everything's intact, but I think the prop guard, I don't know, is pretty badly damaged. Do you know what? I don't know if it's worth carrying on with prop guards, to be honest. I mean, prop guards, they do sap the battery maybe 30 or 40% of its power, meaning that you cannot fly it so long. And the maneuverability as well with prop guards on is quite difficult. I've noticed that it's a lot more responsive when you haven't got prop guards on. So I think going forward, I may just not bother with prop guards, possibly, but just kind of be as careful as I can be. Yeah, right, here we go. Me be careful. Yeah, pull the other one. Anyway, here we go. Look, Webb's Wood, really nice. No sign of any wallabies, unfortunately, but apparently they are in here somewhere. Where that somewhere is, I don't know. I mean, it's quite a big place, and it's not huge, and it is a wood after all. It's not like Savernake, which is a forest. That's big. You can get lost in Savernake, but this place here is nice. Kind of disappointed in a sense because there's no kind of like pine trees. There's one or two pine trees, but like, you know, if you go to somewhere like Savernake, then there's a whole load of pine trees there, and I really do like flying in and amongst the pine trees. Anyway, so it's got its own special little beauty, this place. They all have. They're all different in their own little ways, and I just like being out here because it's fun. Anyway, just want to say thanks for watching. Not sure when the next one's going to be. So today's Friday, might be Sunday, I don't know, but whatever happens, you know, you'll see it on my channel. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.